Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Farley once said, game on, when he saw Chevy release the ZR1 Corvette and the ZR1's. Well, today we wake up with the news that Ford is secretly testing a new Mustang GTD to go against the ZR1 again at the Nurburgring. Let's get into it. What is going on, boys and girls, and welcome back to another video. If you guys are rocking with the content, make sure you hit the thumbs up and the subscribe for your boy. Help us reach 25,000 subscribers. All right, boys and girls, so if you bought a GTD, which is a pretty expensive Mustang, I love the GTD. I really do. It's one of my dream cars. But if you bought the GTD and spend well over $300,000, you might be bummed out to know that Ford is actually testing another GTD, a secret wild Mustang GTD. We're going to jump into the Car Scoop article. I guess Car Scoop had their insiders at the Nurburgring and they caught this new Mustang GTD testing. Why? Because the ZR1 and the ZR1's broke the records and Ford wants to regain that throne. And Jim Farley had said, game on, and this is exactly what he's talking about. Let's get into it. Let's get in the article, and it says secret wild Mustang GTD ponies up for revenge on the Corvette ZR1, and it says Ford is working on a hardcore Mustang GTD to regain the Nurburgring lap record among American brands. Ford is testing a more extreme Mustang GTD at the Nurburgring. So let's jump into the article, and it says with 121 recalls and counting, Ford is focusing on what matters ultimately for customers. That's an American Nurburgring lap record to keep CEO Jim Farley happy. As you might recall, Ford revealed that the Mustang GTD lapped the Nurburgring at 652.072 in May. This beat the previous time by over 5 seconds, and it was made possibly due to an assortment of changes, including an updated suspension, aerodynamic styling tweaks, and a revised chassis tuning. While Ford was busy patting themselves in the back, Chevrolet was preparing in the back end with the Corvette ZR1 and the ZR1's. In July, the Body brand revealed the former model lapped the green hell in 650, while the latter did it in 649. In effect, GM gave Ford a two-handed middle finger. Pretty much, this was all more damning, considering the ZR1 starts at 183, while the GTD starts at 327. The ZR1 makes a whole lot more power than the GTD. I'll tell you that right now. And it's a fraction of the cost, you know, and you are paying $327,000 for a Mustang GTD. So Ford definitely has to get their revenge and they have to come out. So let's talk about some of these pictures. First and foremost, I always love these back wheels. Whenever they have these like not cover, but when they have these back wheels, or sometimes they put them in the front, but usually they go in the back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so let's jump into some pictures because every time I'm making a video, they end up calling me. Somebody always ends up calling me. So this is obviously a testing model. This is a GTD, a new GTD that's being tested. We can see the exhaust is actually completely different. This is a testing model again. I always love these back wheels. I love when they do these testing back wheels. I wish they would release them to the public. I mean, you can buy them, but I wish they would actually come to the actual vehicle that's being sold at dealers. What do we see right off the bat on this new testing one? We see some different splitters here, canards if you want to call them. Let's see if we can see a side profile of it. You could obviously see them here a little bit more. I love the Mustang GTD. When we look at the front, there's some added stuff and we can see them on that white tape. We see some hood vents here on the hood, obviously carbon fiber, some pretty weird hood vents. They're kind of like going in sideways. Maybe they're looking for some different downforce or a way to cool the engine, not downforce, or a way to cool the engine a little bit more. We see the splitters here that go all the way from the top of the bumper all the way to the bottom. This might be just extenders or canards. Who knows if this vehicle ever gets released to the public. It's probably going to be a lot more expensive than the GTD. We can see it here more clearly. Now, Farley said game on, and now the Blue Oval is trying to win a contest most people don't care about, especially when their rear view camera might not be fixed until June 2026. Ford does have a lot of recalls on their hand right now. I'm not gonna lie about that. Questionably, priorities aside, spy photographers have snapped a hardcore Mustang GTD undergoing testing at the Nurburgring. As you can see, this particular prototype has more extreme aerodynamics, and this is where we're gonna get into what it has. Extreme aerodynamics. It features rear aero disc as well as a mid-mounted canards, which should generate additional downforce. They're joined by a lightly revised hood with new vents. Photographers also noted the prototype sounded different, although that could be related to the oddball exhaust being used to meet noise regulations. More notably, the model wears a golden Nurburgring decal, like hinting at the possible performance package should these tests be successful. Who knows if the actual release model might be some kind of like Nurburgring edition or like even more optimized for tracking. But none the fact, there is a new Mustang GTD, a secret Mustang GTD for now. They're calling it the hardcore Mustang GTD, being tested at the Nurburgring because Chevrolet took the throne. Chevrolet took the trophy. Chevrolet took the spot with the ZR1 and the ZR1X. And I'm not gonna lie, you do pay $327,000 for a GTD. The ZR1 is about $180,000, $185,000. Give it tops with options added and all that stuff. Maybe $195,000, $190,000, and that's squeezing the hell out of your wallet. But the Mustang GTD is $327,000, and that's a bigger difference because the ZR1 did take the throne. Did take the throne at the Nurburgring, and the ZR1X, you don't even want to talk about that. That did even better. But nonetheless, boys and girls, there is a new Mustang GTD, a secret wild hardcore Mustang GTD that's being tested at the Nurburgring, and obviously here we keep an eye out for any latest news when it comes to that. And before I actually end the video and I go all the way up, you do see the badge in there, GTD, and you see the Nurburgring in the back bumper. I wonder if that's actually going to come with the vehicle. Anyways, short little quick video here, boys and girls. Remember to hit the thumbs up and the subscribe for your boys. I'll see you on the next one.